WG is behind, they can kind of split the game up, find kills. They do have heroes with a lot of burst damage. This is why I suggested that Velo should be playing on the MK instead, because the Ursa and the MK kind of fill up the same role, and if they lose early game, then they can't really come back by splitting or different options. They would be forced to take fights even though they're behind. Similar case to the last game, but since they put the MK in the off lane and the Naga as the position 1 technically, because the Ursa will be more of a fighting hero in this scenario, then I agree with what they've got here. So they have 2 heroes here that can constantly fight, which would be Velo's offlane MK and the Ursa, while the Naga can make his own thing until he gets Radiance. He just constantly farms, pushes the lane out with his illusions obviously, and once he has Rad, he'll kind of open up the map for his team. He'll push out 2 lanes with his illusions, and then Boom will be forced to defend those lanes that are pushed in. That's when the MK or Ursa can come in and go for the pick-off plays here. Either that, or they play on the opposite side of the illusions and force the enemy team to kind of sacrifice one side of the map. So that means WG will be able to farm more in that scenario. And Razor is not really great here against Naga. Naga matchup as well for middle lane. If they do decide to put the Naga against the Queen of Pain, it's extremely good because you can get rid of the poison dagger with the illusions. So you just wait for him to poison, you chuck your illusions up, and you send it at the Queen of Pain while you just farm the creep wave. So it's a pretty nice matchup, unless he decides to not even get poison. If he does know the matchup, which he probably should, this is Drumosel we're talking about, who plays so well last game. He should know that the poison dagger middle against Naga is not ideal, and he might just go for the scream straight away.
Yeah, we have seen some players go. I think it was like, was it Cuckoo or was it Raging Potato the last time we saw that, and he just instantly went to the scream like you said. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that like these players at this point, because they're so experienced and at such high MMR and all, they should know tiny details. So we'll see. Is it safe to say, Darcy, that we both want to see Game 3, so we're hoping for Warriors Gaming and for the Miracle Naga to work out here?
Yep, that's for sure.
Right, so you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We are predicting on the casters table, at least from my table in Singapore, table in Australia, that we will see Game 2 going to Warriors Gaming. We haven't seen a Miracle Naga in like a really long time. Even when he's played with Fanatics, even when he played with Mineski, we never really saw Naga. I mean, the closest we saw the Naga even when he was in Mineski was his Lifestealer. Do you remember? I think that was it Boston where he played Lifestealer Manta Star Radiance.
Yeah, I can't remember that. That was a little weird.
That was the one where Reddit was just like, okay, Miracle, I know you really want to play Naga, you miss playing Naga, but it doesn't mean you go for Radiance, Manta Star on every hero. Maybe it was a coincidence, I swear. Like, he went 2 heroes which weren't Naga and went Manta Radiant, but we'll see. So, tell me a bit more about the top lane. You see, Velo, he's really stealing the creep wave. How does Velo do against...
Well, badly. I mean, it's a very bad matchup for Velo in terms of actually playing the lane normally. Let's say he goes up to the creeps, hits the creeps, he's just going to get static linked and bullied out of the lane very easily. MK stats are very bad as well. He doesn't have high armor, he does have decent damage and okay speed, but he's very squishy, he doesn't have much HP or armor, so it's very hard for him to actually sustain himself in the lane unless he has a good matchup, which in this case he does not. But the way he's going to be playing the lane is he's just going to jump from tree to tree and leech as much XP as possible. As you saw from the very first wave, he kind of dragged the creep like a Furion back in the day with the Treants, how would drag the creeps and go back to your tower to actually be able to farm that first creep wave. And as you can see, the lane, because of that, is closer to him than it is to the enemy, which means he should be able to leech XP very easily here, or even just aggro the creep so that he can get the last hits, which he's doing very effectively as we speak. The Sansa will be forced to pull to kind of get the lane back to his own tower, trying to get that static, but the MK
bottom
itself
lane,
has
hold
no
on,
damage.
Fiero. Tons of napalm stacks piling up the telekinesis to slow him down, but Jokan wants to go with the Void. Fiero. Very low. Quite scary there, but okay, Darcy, what you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, Sansa is not a hero that can kind of solo zone out the MK here as well, so Velo should have a good time up the top lane. Now the question is the middle and bottom for WG. I mean, we do have the Naga versus the Queen of Pain, and he did opt to go for that poison, the Shadow Strike. 1 point on that, which is a little weird. And in the bottom lane, obviously the Batrider and Night Stalker playing together, which will have a lot of pressure on the Ursa lane. And the Batrider should farm pretty good here. So we should be seeing a fairly fast drums in this kind of matchup. And we need to worry about the Night Stalker. Once he has the first nighttime, he'll be playing with the Bat and the Queen of Pain. So that's what WG needs to watch out for after the laning phase.
But he's not exactly getting levels, is he? 2 minutes and a half in, he's still stuck at level 1. It's not a big
Bottom lane here.
Firo again. This bear. Too cozy with those napalm stacks and Firefly. But over in the bottom lane, they do go for the static link like you said. Velo does leap away. Whew, what is that range? That's 1,000 range. Tree dance is really strong.
Yep. Screen does come to the middle lane to help out Miracle's Naga a little bit. He is struggling a little bit. I believe he is bringing his bottle out. Yep, he is currently getting his bottle from the Korea. And he will be probably bottle crowing at this point as well, to just keep spamming his illusions with the Riptide combo.
I think, like, with the Naga, do you usually prefer to max out your illusion or image first, or do you want to go into the Riptide? Because I think there's, like, certain situations where you would max out the mirror illusions just so that you can harass way better. But hold that thought. Bottom lane, X-Mark into the Torrent. Can he go into Joe Cam here? Firo goes with the other split. Alright, and Joe Cam should be going down first, but to screen. But Saint De Lucas will actually be really close to bringing up Firo. They're trying to bait him in. He knows that he has 9 stack charges, so can't really go for the kill. But I think even with napalm stacks are piling up, it doesn't really matter.
Dreamo Cell outplaying Miracle up here in the middle lane. He does go for the top rune. He preemptively blinks to the rune. It does spawn, and it was a regen, forcing the Naga to kind of go back to base now.
Fly solo, about to lose his own bounty rune to Joe Cam. And yeah, now that it's the first nighttime, you said that you were worried about this, especially since Night Stalker, you know, speed and all. Batman looking for the Naga Siren, but won't find anything. Checking around for stacks as well. Don't have any wards, so he can't get any deep.
The Night Stalker is a little underleveled though.
Wow. Wait, why is Miracle TPing to the top? They want to try for a kill here. Going for the Primal Spring onto Kescute, but Miracle. Well, they really want to kill. This is forcing the issue really fast, isn't it? They want to kill Kescute here. Alright, so the Plasma Field comes on and Miracle will have wasted his time coming to this top lane. Going for the mirror image. They want to chase after Miracle. He's really low with the Void. Miracle dies. So that rotation, it was questionable.
Let's just say interesting.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Interesting. Like, Miracle's level 4, Dreamo Cell is level 6. That has to be a really bad sign for you there.
I know the reason to it, but it's still quite bad that Miracle was the only one rotating bottom lane here. The Batrider getting core here. Firo does not have a point on his W regardless, but Screen gets him. And he's down.
Velo goes down one more time.
Yep. And this is not looking good again for WG. They are again losing the lanes. Like I said before, they have a lineup where they can come back from a heavy start, a heavy loss at the start of the game. But at the same time, they are versing Night Stalker, Queen of Pain, and Batrider, which are heroes that can kind of take control of the game early and just control your side of the map very easily with the vision game. And that will kind of cause the Naga to farm a little less than normal. And this is where Night Stalker comes in. He can just go to the enemy jungle, get his wards out, and middle lane here, Dreamo Cell making a play.
They have the Sonic Wave, Miracle goes down, Dreamo Cell has no more mana. Do they still want to commit for this kill? I don't think they have the heroes or the damage, but okay, now that Velo comes in, maybe they do. Yep, going with the Boundless Strike, Telekinesis lift back, they have the X-Mark as well, so even if he does want to blink up. Alright, with the Torn, do they have enough damage? Yes, they do. Velo getting the Jingu Mastery.
But at the bottom lane, the same time that happens, Firo goes down.
And Boom ID, every time they know that heroes, they have the numbers advantage, they just go for these really good trades. And I have to say, they're really very quick at the decision making. Usually, you know, some teams, they kind of hesitate, but these guys are like, oh, okay, they're jumping this hero, let's go for the trade. No hesitation, and I like that a lot. Right, so CS wise, you can see difference already. Naga and the Ursa, they're kinda behind. Look at the Razor and the Queen of top of the CS chart. I mean, there's no surprise there. They even have
Bottom
the
lane
kills.
here, they're baiting out the Bat Rider.
Well, looks like they might even get the kills here. Night Stalker, Torrent up onto the Bat Rider, but with the last word and the curse, the silence. Firo he's trying to run away, but Joe Cam, they realize that Firo, they can tilt him here. Yep, he's gonna be so tilted after dying a second time like this.
Green's not safe either. He does have 10 stick on the Night Stalker if he does decide to chase. They do have a ward here, so this is the time where they'll get that deep ward out to scout out the Naga whenever he's farming the jungle, which means that the Queen of Pain can always blink up and kind of force the Naga out of his own jungle here.
Trying to bait him under the shrine, screen, X mark, rested point. They're looking for one more hero, but the shrine's gonna expire really soon. Jokan can think about going back in. He has the void one more time. Screen. I don't think you were outplaying Jokan. You just got baited. Point gonna be off the mark. Keep right clicking him down. They do not have the vision in this daytime now. He's just gonna keep on taunting. Alright, looks like he jabate and what do you call a double jabate?
Oh, but the Queen of Pain is also here, so this is gonna be a big fight.
Queen of Pain finding screen, and looks like they will find two, so +4 intel to the silencer. Velo coming in, getting those hits into Dreamers out. Oh, that strike. We'll find Kescute as well. We're gonna see a quad debate happening here between both these teams. Dota low. Miracle heading straight to the top. Hey, what's happening
though? I mean, this is what Boom wants to do. They want to play very aggressive from the start to finish. They want to kind of snowball into a point where the Naga doesn't have enough farm quick enough to kind of start playing his own game. But
Velo, they want Jokan. The strike, just hit him. Hit him. Oh, hit him again. That strike. That's right. Alright. Oh, okay. They get the stun to the Queen of Pain, but Miracle has no mana. Still trying to build into the Ring of Aquila.
Queen of Pain will probably go for this though. Nope. Decides not to. He did have the combo to finish off Velo, but he's scared that there's backup here.
Shrine as well, but unfortunately there is no shrine. Miracle, he's actually opting to go for Radiance straight away. No Arcane Boots this game. Usually, I think we see Nagas, they tend to go for the Arcane Boots. More mana.
Yeah, and it's also an item that can build up into Octarine afterwards as well, so it's not an item you waste. But in this type of game, he really needs to just get his rats so they can start playing that split push game and kind of pick them apart once the creep waves are pushed out. And hence why he's been ferrying his clarities as well. The Kunkka does have arcanes as well to help him out here, so probably that's one of the main reasons that why I didn't get it.
If he keeps up to the Naga days, Dreamer Cell getting torrented up into the air, but that's about it. Firo still doesn't have his mod. He's actually going for the Blink Dagger first. I would have thought you want to go for the Morbid Mask at least, so that you can flow Roshan. But it doesn't look like he'll even be given the chance to get it this game. Right, so Kunkka now getting level 6.
Ooh, middle lane though here. The Kunkka's a little bit of trouble.
Lucas. Oh, but the Boundless Strike, the Global Silence is going to be there to help them disengage, and looks like Kunkka will still die anyways. Fly solo, they get the Telekinesis lift, and they will find Dreamo Cell. Trying to go here into Saint Lucas, but Plasma Fury on the backline, stealing a ton of damage from Velo. Does have the Boundless Strike in 10 seconds, and they want to go back in. Firo? Try and swipe into In Your Dream? I don't think so. Song of the Siren, they really want to force the issue here, but they're just too slow. Look at Boom, perfect disengagement, and looks like they will find the Bat Rider as well. Alright, with the Earthbind, bang, and down goes Saint Lucas. So they do find one kill with the Song of the Siren. That's not that bad.
Yep, they do kill the Baron and the Queen of Pain, so those are two big kills. At the same time here, Furo will go back to bottom lane, potentially still going for that Blink Dagger. We don't know for sure because if they feel like they can get kills with the Blink Dagger, then they probably should opt to go for the Blink Dagger since they want to create space for the Naga to actually farm his Radiance. So an item pickup that can help them fight would be more ideal in this scenario. But at the same time, if they think they should be avoiding fights, then Morbid Mask into the MOM build could be better since you can allow himself to farm more and get potentially a Roshan out of it as well.
It's gonna skull Spearow. He's gonna have his dagger after this bounty rune. Top lane, they're just creating some serious space. Looking for the X mark. Torrent's gonna be a bit off the mark in your dream, providing the vision for the ship. Dream, static link, one more hit. Oh no, he's stolen too much damage. And Veal, the turnaround. Now looking for the ship. Oh, they actually get the in your dream kill. Fly solo, telekinesis lift. He has the void to use. Torrent onto 2. Now we're gonna see some flashy bits of teamwork here and there, but Fly solo will die anyways. This is where the Miracle Naga illusions will start to farm crazy. Genuine bottom as well. Right, and I think at the rate this pace of the game is going, they might actually be doing quite well. All right, they find the X mark. Cute flying up into the air, and they get the kill here onto Pharaoh. So not all is lost. Showing off their blink dagger for him.
Yep. I mean, they do have the heroes to fight. The Kunkka support brings that to the table as well with that boat effect. It's a low CD ultimate as well, which does a lot of work if actually well executed. And the Blink Dagger being picked up, looking to get another kill straight off the bat. He does go into the enemy jungle. They do want to force that tier 1 at top, and they're expecting people to go there and defend it. And that's why Furo's kind of going around it. They do have that ward as well, spotting any heroes that come by. That being said though, the Night Stalker kind of read that a little bit and started going into the top side area where there's a lot of trees for him to get kind of, you know, backup TPs if they do decide to kind of dive him there. But at the same time, I think this is a fight where they have to really rely on the Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider. They do have the global combo as well, and here we go.
The X mark into the Torrent. They will find the Bat Rider, but down goes Velo. And Screen looking for the ship. He might need to TP out here, but they should have enough to at least break his TP. Hello, will it be enough damage? Oh no, it will not. He actually gets out. But Cute, they do find another +2 intelligence here. He's been involved in 9 kills already, so that's pretty big for Cute. His damage is going to slowly rack up. And I want to point out that Miracle actually went into the Boots of Travel first, not the Radiance Rush.
Yep, I mean, they do have the heroes to fight, maybe the BOTs to also contribute into fights as well. So for example, he can push out a lane and then kind of BOT towards the lane that they're fighting, or even just BOTing somewhere else to keep farming quicker in a sense, that he can get to more creeps quicker than a Radiance Rush. But at the same time, it's a little weird as well. I do remember Chains, one of the expert C players in terms of Naga, also opted for this build quite often. Mainly because you didn't have the start that you wanted. And as you can see here, Miracle doing Miracle things, creep skipping under the tier 2 and tier 3 middle lane. Utilizing the illusions very deeply, which means he can get to the enemy jungle camps and the enemy lanes at a faster rate.
Yeah, and he plays this style a lot. Meanwhile, top lane, they do find the Velo kill again. So Velo will have to play Sacrificial Lamb kind of play. Miracle TPing bottom lane, and you can start to see the appeal behind the Boots of Travel as well. Not to mention the TP cooldown is shorter. So they will take the top tier 1. Miracle is farming away like a beast. He started out with the Boots of Travel, he just farmed the 1300 gold in the past minute, so that's really quick. And because he cut that creep wave early on, tier 1 tower did fall middle lane.
Was about to mention that as well. He is forcing the enemy to move around because he's cutting creeps, but at the same time, the rest of the team are looking for kills and looking to take towers. The smoke does break, and they do spot out Furo. So In Your Dream should be okay here. It does end up TPing out. But it looks like we might see a play again from Boom. They do have their combo again. The Lusu, the Global is up. So we might see a smoke play being used here to catch the Naga.
Yeah, top lane though. The way Miracle plays. Oh, hold that. Yep. Joe Cam should be down here. So Furo, much better performance on him this game. He is keeping up a net worth with In Your Dream. Yeah, and I was going to point out that Miracle plays his Naga really deep. Like, he likes to get behind enemy lines, constantly cutting creep waves. Like, I think at one point, if he ever plays Naga on the Dire, like, they used to have this thing where he would be farming in the Radiant jungle somewhere in this corner, back then, with 7.0 map. He would just constantly stick around that area, keeping 3 lanes pushed in, cutting creep waves, and you would never be able to push past the river.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. And as you can see, he's constantly pushing out middle, and he's been trying to push out the bottom at the same time, allowing his team to rotate top and get some tier 1, and now going for the tier 2 now. At the same time, he's almost got his relic as well, not too far actually. And that'll be
Gonna
give
be
him
in good
quite a
timing.
quick boost. Yeah, I mean, he did get the BOTs, what, a few minutes ago only, and now he's very close to his relic, so his speed of farm has accelerated a lot. The towers are
They
also
want to jump
falling,
into
but
the bed
top
right
lane.
here. Global silence for them to disengage, but the Jingu Mastery, he needs one more hit now, going over the cliff, and Velo will once again pay for it with his life. Over in the bottom lane, just Miracle doing Naga things. And okay,
Yep.
Radiance on the Relic on the way in 1,100 gold. I really like how fast he's just controlling his illusion. Micro. Alright, so
It seems like
ID.
Boom ID is kind of a little sketchy now. Yeah, they don't exactly know how to play against this right now. And as you can see for WG, they have 2 deep wards in the enemy top side, 1 in the jungle, 1 in the middle, and actually 1 in the top lane as well, which is about to expire, which was behind that tier 1. But I mean, it's up to Boom to kind of dictate the pace of the game. They will not be able to win this later stages of the game. They don't have the scaling, and they don't really have the heroes to kind of deal with the Naga illusions. They can't clear it fast enough. So they need to make sure they get kills, they get towers, and kind of force it. Smoke being kind of detected though by the ward in the middle lane.
They had no idea, so they're going to try for a Firefly lasso. They might be able to find the Monkey King.
I mean, WG should try to avoid this unless they can break the smoke, because
Yep,
there
they
we
find
go.
the
See
Monkey,
you later,
breaking
Velo.
the trees, 5-second stun. So down goes Monkey. And did they use a global for that? No, sorry, it was on cooldown. And Miracle Relic already complete. 400 gold. He is crazy farmed. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even sure how he's getting this farm this quick. And Pharaoh finding himself a kill into Jokan. So he might get caught out over here. He has to make it to the shrine. Green TPing in, looking for the torrent. Looks like they might find Sandy Lucas. Telekinesis lift. Fiora's gonna try and man fight over here into In Your Dream. The Sonic Wave is stealing all that damage. Down goes Fiora. Mega kill going to In Your Dream. Sandy Lucas on the horn. The screen. So for the Wild Torrent, gonna be off the mark. In Your Dream. So they're getting tons of kills here, so it's gonna be a 2-1. They TP out. Meanwhile, Miracle just cutting 2 waves by himself. And look at the tier 1 tower getting harassed.
Yeah, this is what he does.
This
And I mean,
is
for
annoying.
WG, they need to realize they can't fight into Boom. Boom obviously wants to take fights, and they want fights to kind of transition into objectives as well, not just winning one fight, because winning your fight won't win them the game. They need to get towers, they need to get map control, they need to get Rosh before going high ground, whereas they have a ticking time bomb at the same time with Miracle's Naga here, which was an excellent pick for this game.
And now 4,100 gold already. Okay. And now needs to farm up the rest. Sneaky play, doing a cheeky play down there from the Rubik. Now he had the blink, so he actually lifted up the Queen of Pain, stealing her regen rune. You can sort of feel like Boom ID are getting a bit frustrated and, like you said, sketchy, because they really don't know what to do. Like, yeah, you can keep fighting, but while you're doing that, Miracle is utilizing the map really nicely. You can push out one lane, but he pushes out 2. And once he gets the Radiance, you're gonna feel the pain of everyone who's ever played against Naga. Like, Miracle is Naga, and you'll start to see why, guys. Back then, when you played against Miracle, the first hero you banned was Naga. Do you remember that, Darcy? I think you, like, even when
Yeah,
in
that's
your
for sure.
CSW days, right? You guys would first ban the Naga no matter what.
Yeah. And here we go. Rubik getting caught out. And he'll be going down. They do utilize the lasso here, which means that they can't actually kill another core with it. Queen of Pain is pushing bot, does get caught out by Fiora, just telling him to back away from my tower, mate. But at the same time, you see Boom kind of wants to push all the lanes at the same time so that they can actually take some tier 2 towers. But Miracle decides to TP straight up to top lane to, you know, keep the pressure on, force enemy rotations back to top. But at the same time, Fiora is looking for a play here. Look how aggressively he's running into his own jungle, even though he knows they're all around there. He's in search of enemies. The same with Velo as well. He did spot out the Queen of Pain, so Fiora is rotating back here. Let's see if
But
they can make this work.
Screen should be dying here, and this way they know that their hero's there. But let's see if they can actually try and get onto anyone. Here comes Fearno blinking away to the tier 2 immediately. But they cut the tree.
Cut.
Velo in some serious trouble. Dollar strike on 2, but that's the end of that story, and nothing that this Monkey King can do. Joe Cam, he wants to go for Fly Solo, but Fly Solo waddling his little legs all the way back. And Miracle just got the Radiance. Now we can start to see his farm really accelerate at an alarming rate. If you thought he was farming up quick just now, guys, the things are about to get a lot scarier.
Yep, he does have the Radiance as well now, so his split pushing will be a lot more effective from here on out. And what Boom needs to do is they need one hero that can constantly push the lane very far away and then rejoin with the rest of the team and push one of the opposing lanes. But they don't really have a hero that can kind of do that. They don't have BOTs on Queen of Pain or Razor, and I think even if Velo plays on that side, he can kind of force them out as well. They need to be scared about either Firo or Velo camping that lane they're trying to push very far out. So it's not very easy for Boom. They kind of need to rely on getting pickoffs or mistakes from WG, which is not an ideal situation. But as you can see here, Boom does know that Rosh is being done. Batrider's around. The rest of the team isn't close enough though, but he does decide to go in.
So the global silence as well. They want to try and kill the Fear, but they won't be able to drag him onto the cliff. He's gonna pop the Enrage. Boundless strike onto 2, looking for the ship. They caught the Queen of Pain, but they Yo steps up into the air, the Torrent. A nice diffusal blade from Velo to actually bring back down that Queen of Pain. They still can't kill her off. Tescute really close to dying, and actually they do kill Fiero in your dream with the static link play. Miracle doesn't have any mana, but he has enough for the song. He doesn't want to go back in to save his teammates. And boom, gonna check the Roshan out, and they realize it's still above half HP. Can they do this Roshan?
And that's a very big misplay here by WG. If they kept playing the game the pace they were, then it could have got to a point where Naga pushed all the lanes out and Rosh would have been uncontested, but they tried to do it too early, allowing Boom to get that pick off on the Ursa, and now they get the Rosh themselves, which means that thing I was talking about where one hero can push the lane very far on its own, they can do that now because they do have the Aegis and he won't be able to die twice. Queen of Pain does take it and he's going straight towards the top lane to do the pushing, and then they'll try to regroup, maybe potentially in the middle lane, and get that tier 2 afterwards. The global is down though, and the Lissu is up soon-ish, but they should still be able to force a play here with the Aegis. Now the question is, can Miracle cut the creeps before they do this?
I think
that's what he needs to do. He is sending one middle already, one illusion middle, and looks like they're going to make a smoke play behind Miracle as well in the bottom side. This is a very risky play here though.
I think they've seen this coming. They have the song if they want to disengage, so it's maybe not that bad. And they immediately take care of the Batrider, so this is where Boom ID, they can't force the issue. No buyback as well. Oh, X Mark, very, very nice. The Torrent actually, no, very, very quick Yield Scepter. Right, now they just keep doing miracle things. Does he stay with them or does he want to like go back? That's the question. And they take the tier 1 tower onto Fiero. Boom, looking a bit lost. They have an 8k advantage. Kescute actually forced that forward. They want to try and find some kills. Just cutting down the tree just in case the Monkey King was hanging around. But Miracle is already at the top lane doing Naga things. You have to be frustrated right now.
Pick up here by In Your Dream as well. This is also a sieging item. He needs to be able to push the towers quick enough before Miracle can kind of rout him down. And Aghanims does give him that. He also gets a little bit more tankier too. But this is a really nice pickup actually. I really like seeing this kind of situation pickup by a more inexperienced team than other C base teams. They do have In Your Dream, who's been around for a while. He hasn't really been playing in more, I guess, famous team. He did play for Fnatic a little bit, but he decided to leave. I felt like they just didn't synergize with him at the same time. Top lane, as we were speaking, Batrider gets caught again. But Boom, In Your Dream still is pushing middle actually, and I think they might continue or get some deep wards out.
Can they though? This is really scary. You don't want to be initiating into the high ground with Song. And not to mention, Miracle's just cutting the creep wave pretty well, farming the enemy jungle.
But can they kill him though? They do have Solar Crest, he's got Aghanims and a Hood. There's also Shivers on the Queen of Pain here, and Global, plus a 4-staff to disengage as well. So it's not that risky. They do get the damage out of the tower, so they might just retreat now, since the Aghanims ulti is down.
Miracle's got the courier?
Cheeky. Silencer though gets caught on the way back, and he should be going down.
Yeah, they don't want to find into the shrine here. This is really, really bad. They have to back off.
Miracle
There's Miracle. Miracle actually might get caught out. Yes, he will. The silence, perfect timing. And now this is where they decide to turn. Boom Mighty with the lasso. Can they kill Fiora off? He's going to start swiping into Joe Cam. Actually juking the ship just at the very last second. And now telekinesis onto the Queen of Pain. Fly solo in some water pets, going for the optimistic TP out. Will he die there? We will see. Yes, Dreamo Cell getting another kill. And Fiora in a world of hurt. He will go down. And they have the Eye of the Storm. They can actually push.
Yep. This is where the Aghanims pickup will be very
Really
handy in your dream.
Not to mention the tower is really almost half HP down. This is really, really bad. Okay, now back, no more back to protection.
They do have buyouts here, but they won't use it because Miracle's buyout, I mean, he's only got 10 seconds left. You don't really want to buy on this kind of situation, but because of that kind of decision, they'll lose a Rax here for free.
Right, so they do get the melee barracks, and boom, the itemization is off. Tiny decisions here and there. So they do find a bit of space, and it means that the shrines are now exposed. Dreamo has had some amazing plays this game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, several times he's got an X mark, he'll just blink out Yoceptors at the right time and juke everything. If not for Velo.
He kind of reminds me a bit of FN. The way he plays, the heroes he plays, they're all these heroes that have snowballing capabilities, a lot of burst, a lot of damage, but strong laning capabilities as well, and he kind of displays like how he plays in the laning phase. After he gets that head start, he just goes from lane to lane, finds kills, and keeps playing aggressive throughout the whole game. But that being said, they still have the Aegis here. If they want to make another play, they can.
Next one should probably be around the top lane where they can take care of 2 towers. Without the other towers, you're just destroying any map control that WG even has. Whatever little is left anyways. Scouting out inside the jungle. No okay, Mantis are up on the Naga side, so that's gonna help.
Here we go, Miracle though getting caught.
Static lane, Global Time's gonna be popped out. They had the last one to the Monkey King in the back line. But okay, Razor getting brought up by the ship. Vela gonna TP out. Now they're gonna use the song to disengage Miracle. Is there any way to cancel this? No, they do not, and so he's actually gonna get out. So no losses, but that was the Song of the Siren used.
Yep. A little bit of a misplay here by Boom. They might have miscommunicated a bit.
Oh, screen!
Screen
what
is
what
gone.
Screen? Feed? Is this a feed? Is it a tactical feed?
I mean, if they ended up lassoing the Naga there, they might have had a chance of killing him. But they decided to try and lasso the Monkey King, I think, at the start. I think just a little bit of a miscommunication problem there. But regardless, the lanes are okay for Boom, which means they're gonna just go high ground here. They do have the Ags pickup, which is up in 5 seconds out of Storm. The Aegis is down, but regardless, they are obviously a team that's ahead. They don't really need to be so scared.
And they know that there's no Song of the Siren for a while.
They decide to go back, kill off the shrines, playing it a little slower, but at the same time, at this point, they're not so scared dragging out the game, because in about 3 to 4 minutes, Rosh is up, they can do that again and repeat what they were doing before.
I like what Miracle's doing. Look at this, is so annoying. Once again, cutting lanes by himself, and this will allow Warriors Gaming to at least shut the top lane. What's the next item up here for Boom ID? What are the next items? Atos coming up, Silencer, Queen of Pain, Shiva's Yules, nothing the quick buy just yet. Razor's actually going for a Diffusal Blade. What's the logic behind the Diffusal Blade this game?
Orchid pick up by the Queen of Pain right now.
Okay, sorry, just got it.
The Diffusal Blade? Was that what you said?
Yeah, you said, why is In Your Dream going for a Diffusal Blade? Deal with maybe kite around the Ursa maybe? King, or is this just to deal with Naga?
Interesting. It's mainly I wouldn't say it's the deal with the Naga, but as you said, it's more of a kiting item. It doesn't give them some damage, but at the same time, they can't really just all in the Razor at this point. So it's an interesting item. I don't think it will apply too much though in this game. I don't think it will do as much as it seems. Because they're already ahead, right? I mean, if anything, you can just go for a Maelstrom and can kill the illusions a lot quicker, push the lanes a lot faster as well. Or even an item such as a Deso or Butterfly. Any damage kind of item for sieging also helps. But regardless, he must have something in mind regarding his item pickup here. So we'll see.
Oh, Night Stalker did his Egg Scepter. Right, map pack incoming, and this is going to be really good at catching on Miracle. Especially if he's like hiding in the trees or something, playing the guerrilla warfare style. This is a great item in just securing map control. So after the Aghanim's, this should be a gem on the way. Again, Insane Lucas.
I'd like to see the rest of the team doing more though. Miracle is pushing the lanes out, but they're not setting up. Excuse me, they're not setting up for any potential pickoffs. They're not setting up one lane expecting a hero to come by. They're just all sitting around the base.
So one is the play which you would like to see them. You like them to smoke out, maybe camp the lane, wait for one hero to go and push the wave back.
They definitely need to play for Roshan. The Roshan is up already, and they should know that the timing minimum is up. I'm not sure if they have any smokes left because they've been using a lot. I think there's one on the Rubik. This might be the last one. But, like for example, they can go into their jungle, D-ward. They do have the gem, but here we go. They are actually finally going to do something. They have the smoke play. They're going to the enemy side, but going up this hill could be a problem. And Night Stalker kind of expects it. They do see Velo here.
Strikes. Pain, but immediately
oh,
they cut the tree. Jokam, the Monkey Slayer. Okay.
Boat is down as well here. Okay.
Really bad. Shiva's guard doesn't really get the slow onto screen. But Dreamo Cell, he's just blinking forward and no fear whatsoever. And it looks like they want to find Fiero, popping the BKB. Point well connected to Dreamo Cell, but now they want to chase Fiero down. If they find the last soul without telekinesis, maybe stun some heroes up. But Ursa should be dead. You need to try for the TP out. And in your dream, actually killing a fly solo. Oh, they cancel his TP. Fiero is dead, 4 heroes down, and Boom ID have the opportunity to try and push, but the waves are not in their favor. Naga Gaming.
Yep. Also, they have plenty of time. They can push up, as you saw BOT's pick up from In Your Dream. He cleared out middle, but the Naga Illusions once again trying to cut the creeps, and he will be successful. Some more time bought by Miracle. They do have 20 seconds on the Ursa here, which should be plenty for him to come back. They don't really have anything to lose at middle, only the range racks, which isn't really a big deal, but Roshan might be the objective here for Boom.
This is... okay, it does seem like maybe he's farming simulated, but it takes really good... I don't want to be... I'm not trying to be biased to Miracle, but timing in which he memorizes to cut the creep wave is just exceptional. Alright, now they wanted to go straight for the Roshan Solar Crest. And can they steal this Roshan? It's going down quite quickly. Boom Mighty about to secure themselves a second lane of barracks maybe.
Well, the lanes are kind of in a decent scenario here. They do have BOTs on the Razor, so he can clear out the lanes and then TP back to wherever they're grouping up, which seems to be top lane right now. And it's going to be very hard. Oh, global being used.
Elo goes down. So, but on the bright side, it's only on Tequila, but hey, Dreamo
Cell.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does he remind you a bit of James?
As well. Yeah, a little bit of Nicole
a little
from
bit,
Execration.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Aggressive style. Like, if you had to compare, like, between Indonesians and Philippines, who would you say is the slightly more aggressive culture? Because I realize they play very similar. Okay, we say it in Malay, like, very garang, you know, very, like, really sometimes overly aggressive playstyle. Who would you say is more aggressive?
I think overall the Filipino scene is a lot more aggressive. But I guess the heroes are very different as well, like, now that you think about it. Indonesians don't tend to play many Parks, like they do play it, but they don't, like, when you think of Filipino heroes, like Park is one of the go-to. Queen of Pain as well, but Indonesia as well has the Queen of Pain. Invoker, Indonesians really love. And the Filipinos don't actually have that many Invoker players, right? I think Abed was one of them. So it's, I guess, very different in terms of like what they favor in heroes.
Correct. Oh,
Here we go.
Right click, Dream Cell down the Useps to actually disengage. Now fighting to the Wukong's command, he needs the ship. The ship won't actually land. Now using the ensnare, catching into In Your Dream. Naga Illusion is trying to do whatever damage he can, just being a huge pain in the ass. Fury once again, can he swipe down In Your Dream? He has the Aegis. I heard someone pop the cheese. Dream Cell, he did pop the cheese. Sonic Wave is actually completely spiffed, but barely catching the Fly Soul just at the tail end. Oh, Joe Cam is going in with the Hunter of the Night just to get the gem back. And looking at Pharaoh, static link damage, losing 63 damage, but it's okay. In Your Dream really wants to lose that Aegis. Okay, they find the stolen lasso onto Fly Solo. Can they kill Dream Cell? Fly Solo, there was a dieback. And In Your Dream now having to disengage. He will run away. Dream Cell, use up into the air. Can they catch him off another ensnare? They need to kill him off. They can't kill anyone on the side of Boom ID, and Warriors Gaming might lose Fiero. Aegis will be popped. Where they try to fight into the base. In Your Dream, gonna start right clicking away. Down goes Velo, the Monkey Slayer once more. Yep, Eye of the Storm. And there we go. Using the song, they want to try and get some
still
fights here.
proccing on the buildings here.
Yep. And alright, here comes Velo. Angry, he wants to kill Batman. Fiero, can he kill him? Who's gonna win? Lightning Revenant is walking around doing all that damage to Fiero, and with the scream, Fiero might actually die here. The miss, it's okay, we will finally die with no buyback, and Velo about to die another time. Miracle against the world. And even he and his famous Naga cannot carry against Boom ID's Nakama. That teamwork is just too strong.
Yep, they played very well like around the Razor. Yeah, but
what?
Okay, what happened there?
Illusion,
the Naga
maybe?
illusion? Yeah, the illusion
Naga
killed them.
illusion? Alright, so but they do hold the melee barracks, so you lose 3 heroes. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Well, buyouts were committed there by Velo and the Rubik, but still not really a bigger loss as we thought it would be. They did have Aegis and Cheese on top of that as well, and they took out 3 of the heroes. I think the gems as well was lost from Boom. They got both of them, I think. WG, let me have a look here. Where's the gems? Where's the gems?
Cool.
Oh, no, the Korea got it. Okay, the Korea must have got the gems, or someone took it and put it back in base from Boom. They do have both gems now.
Okay, yeah, both gems all the way back to base, like that. And I like their D wards, especially the ones in the lanes where they can tell if, you know, when I know you just now you said that Warriors Gaming, you weren't a fan of the 4 teammates just waiting inside the base, and now it's even harder for them to leave the base. Just look at the 2 side lanes.
Yeah. And this is the beauty about Night Stalker. You have Aghanims, you have Gem, you can see everything before they can see you. Darkness cancels out vision, and look at that, he just kills the wood freshly planted by Fly Solo.
The Lucas looking for another last soul kill. They have the Global Silence combo which they can use, but they don't want to use it onto their own Rubiks. There is no vision at night. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. The Void. Alright, screen. Into the grave he goes, nowhere to go.
He does have buyout here, but that's not the only kill they're looking for. But Velo does manage to get out.
We're gonna see if Naga Illusions can somewhat buy any more time for his team. 19 to 40. Boom ID have an amazing net worth advantage. The economy is looking so healthy. Every single one of them super farms. And this Ursa is kind of doing okay.
Pick up Octarine Core. Okay.
Wants to kill
well, that's
cute.
an interesting one.
Atos. They have to know that's the real one. They have to know that's the real one. Gonna chase him. Can they kill the silencer? Oh dear. Alright, so using the illusions to bait just in case. And
their base.
Yep. Tier 3 tower already going down. Eye of the Storm, Aghanims, Razor, Big Fear popping that rage. He wants to right click down this Razor. Can he do it though? Can he? He's actually gonna get out. Oh, Static Link. He's gonna steal some of that damage away. Pharaoh. They want to really right click him down, but they can't.
Here. And look at the healing from the Octarine Core.
Kite the Angry Ogre. Oh, and here Pharaoh will be forced to buy back. Fly Solo going down one more time for the count. And Pharaoh, he can't right click down this Razor. They just cannot kill him. The Solar Crest with the earned charges. He's not dying at all. And Miracle, he really wants to fight here. Xmark, Yule Scepter. Do they have a Song of Siren if they want to fight? Snare. Alright, this is where they fight. They will right click down this Queen of Pain and Dreamer Cell. Blink out. Actually, no, he's not dead just yet. Miracle's still on the hunt. He's even popped the Flutter. They want to kill him off, but they just can't find any spell to land, and Boom ID will just disengage perfectly, only losing that silencer in the process. They still want to find Saint Delucas, but he's going to shrine up, and this is where you don't want to find into the shrine. Over the top lane? Oh, they won't even get
lose
any damage.
a Rax either though. The tower did go down, they get another deep ward. As you said, these wards here placed by Boom are giving a lot of vision.
Right. I have to ask, is Miracle trolling here? I see a Dagon in the sky.
I knew you were gonna mention that. I've been waiting.
Been waiting. Oh, debated.
I've been waiting, man. I've got the high ground. And I don't know, I mean Dagon
like
actually
this.
makes a lot of sense here because
Also,
they're having a lot of problem kind of bursting a hero down. There is BKBs on the Queen of Pain and they have a hood, sorry, on the Razor, but so many times I see this Razor just kind of barely making a way out of the fight. If they do have a Dagon, he does die fairly quickly, but at the same time it doesn't really do too much as well. I mean, you could get a pretty big item. He does have Octarine, Manta, Rad, Butterfly. He could get a Heart and just get in the middle of the fight. Or even like a Hex as well could help, because they kind of lack a bit of lockdown. They can't really rely on the Kunkka too much because of the global as well.
top
But
lane, they
top
want to try and kill
lane-
Test Cute. Oh, he's so cute and he's dead. Okay.
Yeah,
Keskute or is it Keskute?
I'd assume Q, but I'm not sure.
Pop the darkness, Night Stalker on the hunt. Getting big
Yep,
and
and
angry,
they
they
spot
found Fly
Solo.
Solo. Everyone
They
else
want
run,
Velo
everyone
bot.
else TP out.
Yep, he
They're
wants
just
fly.
playing with
He
their
wants
food.
Velo, but
Oh, they're just ignoring him.
run Velo.
Run! Oh, they
Nah.
cancel it!
I'll see you later. See you in Afterlife.
That was so sad. This is sad. This is sad. They just ignored the Rubik and just went all the way straight north. Did he not have a
Priorities,
TP?
man. Priorities.
Couldn't he have just TP'd out straight away?
Velo? If it
Yeah.
was not on cooldown, then yeah. We
Oh,
don't know
shit.
for sure. It might have been on cooldown for a little bit.
Well, on the bright side, Naga Illusion still keeping 2 waves in considerable control, where they can't really push past the river because he's just cutting and he's trying to get some damage onto the tier 2 towers. This is very, very difficult. I'm not a fan of the Dagon because I think it doesn't really control Rat, but maybe I'm just thinking too much on the Rat side.
Yeah, they need to make sure they can fight. And I think the Dagon plus the Octarine combo would be nice because the cooldown reduction on it will be quite big. But at the same time is they have BKBs, they have a hood, they can't really make that much use on the cores. The Dagon utilizes the cores, so I mean he can kill the Bat Rider, the Silencer fairly quick, or even the Night Stalker. But it's just not ideal.
Suster get some rat dot up. Fiero, he's even going for a defuse.
Man, look how big the Silencer is as well. He's almost has a Hex.
40 intel, dude. He's been involved in half his team kills.
Smart,
20
man,
kills.
smart.
He's a smart man. Smart. Intelligence wins you games. Right now they pop the Song of the Siren. They will find that 1 kill in the backline, which is Fly Solo. But Dreamo Cell, he's gonna blink out. Nothing they can do. Popping the BKB, getting the lasso onto Miracle. They know he doesn't have the song. Sonic Wave comes out. Dreamo Cell, that lifesteal, the Bloodthorn.
Yeah.
But look at Miracle, Static Link, minus 270 damage. Thank you for the Rapier damage that's in your dream. And alright, that will be the meeting. Barracks going down. The top lane is dead. And nothing that Miracle can do. If he dies here, it's all over. He doesn't have evasion. They're gonna push Miracle back. Miracle,
Dagon.
you are the saving grace. Dagon
Oh.
Gaming! But somehow still
he's
alive.
dead.
The last word should be enough to kill him off here. He will actually go down 2 minutes without Miracle. Naga in your dream also dies. And the buybacks galore come up in Boom ID. They have done it. This should be GG right here if they just all go back in. Joe Cam actually going to turn around full team wipe. And Warriors Gaming, they call it. Even
That's
the
the
Miracle
game.
Naga cannot withstand this onslaught of Indonesian aggression.
Yeah, a little desperate there with the Dagon, but I mean, at that point in time, they need to fight, they need some damage, and I guess Dagon is one way to approach it. Regardless, well played by Boom here. They played the lanes again really well. They had that head start, kind of